how's it going? Have you had a great week? My week was pretty long. We decided to clean lots of stuff this week, so I mean, I don't really enjoy cleaning. I know some people do. Do you guys enjoy cleaning? Let us know. But you know, we got a clean house, and so that's what matters. So tell us, what have you been up to this week? Did you have fun? Did you not? Were you bored? Email me, message me, write on the post. Tell us, how was your week? We want to hear from you. But speaking of doing fun stuff, I was searching the internet to find a fun game to do, and I found this game. So you need to get 6 cups, line them up 3 and 3, and fill them to almost the very top with water. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna line them up, and then if you have 3 ping pong balls, take 3 and put 1 in each of the cup closest to you. And then we're gonna take it and we're gonna blow it. Now for you guys, you can take as many turns as you want trying to get it across. I'm gonna have 1 turn in each cup trying to get it across. So let's see how we do. Okay, ready? Ooh, that just made a big mess. Ooh. Okay, let's try the second one. Ah, yes! Got it. Okay, last one. Yeah! I made a massive mess, so make sure you do it on a table when you try it without anything around so you don't spill water on it. That was intense and so much fun. Kelsey, let's see how many you can get this time.
Okay, Anna, I'm gonna give it a try, but it looks really hard. All right, let's see. How do you... Ah! I almost got 2. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. Post your videos if you guys doing it at home, okay? So today is May 3rd. Do you guys know what that means? It's Full Service Day. So we're gonna have Mrs. Taves share a little bit about what's been going on with her. She's a kindergarten teacher. So let's go check that out.
Hey kids, my name is Mrs. Taves, and I'm so glad you're all watching for Sunday school today. My job is to be a teacher, and that means I get to spend a lot of time with kids just like you. And I happen to know that you haven't been able to go to school for a long time, all because of that bad sickness called the coronavirus. Well, sometimes teachers are allowed to go to school, but we have to ask the principal for permission first. And of course, it's pretty lonely around here because all the kids are gone. We all have to stay apart just in case any of us have some of those really nasty germs. When I leave my school today, the custodian has to use a special soap to wash everything that I've touched and all of the rooms that I've been in. It's a lot of work and it takes a long time, so it's best that I stay home too, just like you. So it's been about 7 weeks since you've all been in school, and I bet you miss your classmates and your friends, and your teacher too. I can tell you one thing for sure. Your teachers sure miss you. We think about you and wonder, are you practicing your reading? Were others kind to you today? Sometimes I even wonder if you're feeling lonely or if you have enough food to eat. Now, some of you might be thinking that your teachers are having an extra long vacation right now, but that's not true at all. Your teacher is working harder than ever to come up with things for you to do at home to keep the learning going. And while we're doing that, some of us are teaching our own kids at home too. And now that can be pretty tricky. I bet having to do all your schoolwork at home makes you have a lot of different kind of feelings. You probably miss your friends and wish you could get a new book from the library. Maybe you're happy that you don't have to take any tests anymore. Well, teachers have feelings too, just like kids. Lately, many of us have been feeling overwhelmed and a little bit confused. It's hard to do the things we need to do in a different way. Sometimes we feel a little worried or sad, even afraid about what might happen in the future. Maybe you're feeling some of those feelings too. Well, the good news is that we can always pray and ask God to help us manage how we're feeling. He loves us all and knows how to take care of us just right. He is in control of everything, and we don't need to worry or be afraid. Now, speaking of praying, did you know that you can pray for your teacher too? That's right. It would help your teachers a lot if you would pray for them. Right now, they need wisdom. That means they need to be extra smart so they can quickly learn new ways to teach you. And you can pray that they and their families stay healthy too. Thanks, guys. Now, before I go, I have a couple of challenges for you. And you know it wouldn't be a challenge if it was easy. So I hope you're all up for it. So challenge number 1, take good care of yourself. Give your body some exercise every day and eat healthy food. And go easy on the sweets and treats. Don't forget to wash your hands a lot. We need to take care of our bodies so our bodies can take care of us. Challenge number 2, take good care of your parents. They've had to learn to do a lot of new things lately, like line up at the grocery store and have meetings with people on the computer. And now they've had to learn how to be your teacher too. All these things can make them quite tired, so they need a break sometimes. So please try your best to help them out. And one easy way that you can do that is to do what they ask you to do. You can also look for jobs that you can do at home and do them without even being asked. Like you could unload the dishwasher or make your bed when you get up. How about tidy the playroom? You could even ask to fold the laundry or help make dinner. This will make your parents so happy. And you know, happy parents are a lot more fun. Finally, challenge number 3. Do your schoolwork with a cheerful attitude and do your best. No complaining or kicking up a fuss. It just takes longer if you complain, so get right at it when your parents ask you to. So, that's all I have for today, guys. Keep staying home, friends, and make sure you wash your hands a lot. Bye!
Thanks so much for sharing with us, Arlene. It was so awesome to have you join us this morning. Now it's time to move over to our brand new series, Ohanah. And we're going to be having so much fun together over in Coconut Cove over the next few months. But since you're going to be spending some time in Coconut Cove, I think you guys should learn some of the lingo. So, Ohanah means family in Hawaiian, and which is perfect because we're going to be hearing from 2 siblings that haven't seen each other in a while. Keelan is very used to the island. She comes here every summer to see her grandparents, but this is Scout's first time here spending the summer with her grandparents, and I am personally really excited to see what Scout thinks about this island. So if you're ready to meet them, count down on this count of 3, say aloha with me. That means hi. So 3, 2, 1, aloha!
Well, Scout, you're definitely not in Delaware anymore. This place is beautiful. Oh man, look at all the palm trees and oh, I love the smell of the ocean breeze.
Scout, is that you?
Hi! Oh, Keelan, it's so great to see you.
Aloha. Welcome to Coconut Cove.
Oh, thank you.
I've missed you, my Ohanah.
Ohanah, oh, I know that one.
Yeah?
Ohanah means family. I read this Hawaiian dictionary front to back on the plane ride over.
Good job. That's right. Ohanah does mean family. Here on the island, everyone is family. You are going to meet so many people here and get to know them and love them, and there's so much to do.
I know, I've done a ton of research. I can't hardly wait to get started. Counting today, we have only 63 days to spend on the island together before I go back to Mom in Delaware.
I go back to Dad in Arizona. So what are we waiting for? Let's go find Nani, and we'll see Papua later. He's out fishing, but you know Nani is so excited to give you one of her famous Nani smooches.
No, thank you.
She also has something special to give us.
I want to go see Nani, duh. But I really want to go check out the island first.
I understand, but she would want to say hello. I'm sure it would only take a minute.
Well, I've got my light and I'm ready to play. Can you just go see her and say hello for me?
I could, but it just wouldn't be the same. You've never been to Coconut Cove before, and you wouldn't even know where to start without me.
Well, I mean, how hard can it be? There's the ocean and some coconuts and palm trees and a shave ice hut. That's about it, right?
Okay, well, how about this? I'll go see Nani. I'll let her know that you made it here safely, and you can go ahead and get started on an adventure without me.
Yes, I knew you'd come around. I knew it. Before you go, any ideas on what I should do first?
Yes, I have just the thing that you need to do.
Good.
So, what you need to do is need to go find a coconut, put a straw in it, and drink the coconut water. That's all you have to do. It's easy. Ta-da! And it's a nice, refreshing beverage. Easy peasy.
That's it? Okay. I didn't even think about that. Good idea. Ohanah. I'll go do that right now. See you in a few... Minuke. That means minutes in Hawaiian, if you didn't know.
That was a little too easy. He fell right into the trap. To get a coconut, you have to climb the tree, pick the coconut, but then you have to beat it on a rock, peel back the protective shell. Then, when you peel that off, you have to drill a hole in it in order to get the straw in. It took me hours, and I do mean hours, the first time I tried. Like, I started early in the day, but by the time I figured it out, the sun was going down. And I'll tell you what, coconut water straight out of the coconut, it's gross.
Yeah, you're right. It is pretty gross.
You're done? What? I don't understand. You weren't gone long enough for me to go see Nani. I was about to leave, and then you came back with the coconut. Did someone help you? The first time I ever tried to put straw in the coconut, it took me all day.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I've always been better at pretty much everything than you. I'm glad you haven't gone to see Nani yet. Now I can tag along and show her my impressive coconut skills.
You still think you're better than me, huh? Speaking of Nani, she asked me to bring some jelly as well. I almost forgot. Do you think you would want to go pick that up for her?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you know what? You go ahead and go see Nani and tell her I'll be there with some jelly in no time. You just tell me where to find it and I'll take it from here.
Yeah, see that out there?
Come on. I live in Delaware. It's on the coast, so I know what an ocean looks like. Now stop messing around and tell me where to go buy some jelly.
Oh, there's no grocery stores here on the island. We have everything we need right here around us.
Yeah, okay. So where do I get the jelly then?
Out there.
Hold up. You want me to go out to the ocean to get the jelly? Oh, like from a jellyfish or something?
Uh-huh. Island jelly comes from the belly of the jellyfish. What's the matter? You seem scared. Are you scared?
No. You go ahead and see Nani. I'll be right behind you. Jelly in hand.
I can't believe Scout fell for that. Everyone knows that jellyfish don't actually make jelly. They're only called that because their bodies look like jelly. Oh well. He'll figure out soon enough. I'm gonna go see Nani. I wonder where Scout is. He never came to Nani's. I'm starting to get a little bit worried. I really thought that Scout would get out there, see a jellyfish, and come running right back. Oh, where is he?
see that I am clearly not okay. I've been stung at least 7 times by a jellyfish. Chasing after jelly doesn't even exist.
Well, you just had to brag about being better than me. I needed to teach you a lesson.
I can't believe you tricked me into chasing after a jellyfish. You knew what would happen.
Come on, Scout. Who doesn't know that jelly doesn't really come from jellyfish? If you had just gone with me to see Nani, you wouldn't have got stung and you could have gotten this special memory book.
What? Let me see that. This memory book belongs to both of us. Actually, I think I deserve it, especially after what you've put me through.
You know what? It's rightfully mine. Give it here. Can't you see it's a memory about our family?
Yeah, well, I got this one. I can see that. It's a memory book all about our messed up family. Why is there a picture of coconuts? What does this have to do with anything?
Well, there are pictures that Nani has been adding to this book since she was a little girl.
Looks like she wrote a note explaining why this picture is in here.
Have you ever noticed that no 2 coconuts are just alike? And that it's impossible to find one that's perfect? Coconuts remind me of the different families God made. Have you ever felt like your family was messed up? And maybe even a little nutty? Well, let me tell you, no family is perfect. It wasn't always this way, though. In the beginning of time, God made Adam and Eve. They were a perfect family, but when they disobeyed God, everything changed. Even being a family was hard. Adam and Eve had 2 boys named Cain and Abel. Since Cain was a farmer, he gathered some of the food he had grown to give to God, but it wasn't the best of his crops. Abel was a shepherd, so he brought some of his best newborn sheep and gave those to God. God was very pleased with what Abel brought, but was not pleased with Cain because he didn't bring his best. God cared about the thoughts and the effort the brothers put into their gifts to him. Abel thought hard about what God wanted and made a real sacrifice by giving up his best sheep. This made Cain jealous, and he became very angry with his brother. When God saw how angry Cain was, God warned him about the anger he was feeling. God reminded Cain that he had not done the right thing and that his sin would control him if he didn't control it. Sadly, Cain let sin take over his heart. He didn't ask God to help him do the right thing. Instead, he asked his brother to go to the field with him, and while they were there, Cain attacked Abel and killed him. God knew what Cain had done and punished him. Cain would no longer be able to farm and grow plants, and he would have to leave his home. Cain was upset that he had to go, but God promised to protect him from anyone that would want to harm him. God knew that things like this would happen in families, because families are full of people, and people are not perfect. We all disobey, and there are times we get jealous of our friends or our family, but God chooses to love us anyway, even though no family is perfect.
I sure am glad that note was in the memory book. Scout, I'm really sorry that I always get jealous of you. I know you're really good at everything, and when you start to brag, my anger just gets the best of me.
I only bragged about being better than you, so you would think I was cool. I'm sorry too.
I guess it's pretty clear that we're not perfect, hey?
I'm sure I have a lot to learn about being in this family and staying safe on the island.
Do those jellyfish things really hurt?
Just a little. Is there anything I can put on them?
Coconut milk. And I know just the person who can help us. Come on, follow me.
Oh, Whoa, just look at all these coconuts. These will help with my jellyfish sting for sure.
Yeah. Hey, Scout, this is your first summer on the island, right?
Yeah, you know it is. Why?
Well, I was just wondering, Labby seemed like he'd met you before.
I must confess something to you.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Well, you know how you got jealous that I figured out the coconut and straw thing earlier?
Uh-huh.
And how you thought I must have had help?
Yeah.
So the thing is, I did figure it out sooner than you. I just took a different approach.
So what does that mean exactly?
Well, okay. When I realized all the work that would have to be done to go into getting the straw in the coconut, I just decided to buy one off of Loggy instead.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, Keelan. This whole thing today could have been avoided if I'd just been honest with you.
Yeah. But you know what? I kind of had a feeling that you had some help. If there's one thing that I've learned today, is that no family is perfect. I messed up, you messed up, but that's okay. You're still my brother, and I love you. Now come on, let's get these coconuts to Nani so she can whip up a batch of coconut milk for those things of yours.
Alright.
Come on, let's go.
Man, I love being here in Coconut Cove. There's always an adventure to be had. But today things got a little crazy, hey? Have any of you guys been stung by a jellyfish before? I know I haven't, but I have a friend who was, and they told me it was really painful. So, do you guys think it was right of Keelan to play a prank on Scout knowing that he could get hurt? Probably not, hey? It wasn't really a kind thing for Keelan to do. What happened with the first family God made? Were they perfect and obeyed all the rules, or did they disobey? That's right, they disobeyed. And when they disobeyed, everything in their family got pretty messy, hey? And something pretty bad happened between the brothers, too. But, guys, here's the thing. No family is perfect since Adam and Eve first disobeyed God in the Garden of Eden. And when we disobey, we can hurt our friendship with God, and we can even hurt the relationships within our families. But God loves our families no matter what. And they look like or what they do. God gave us our Ohanah. And He knows that no family is perfect. And that's what we need to know today. So let's say our need to know together. So, no family is perfect. Do it with me, okay? No family is perfect. But before we go, let's pray, okay? So bow your head, close your eyes. God, thank you so much for loving our families, even though we're not perfect. Please help everyone in our families to love each other and to obey. Amen. So now it's time for us to worship together and to go into our small group. So today I want you guys to go and do the songs, God is on the Move in One Way. And once you guys are done, I want you guys to talk about it. What are those songs about? What do they mean? And let us know what you think they mean below, okay? Now, after time of worship, it's time for your small groups with your families. So the links are below, and it is the first week of our new memory verse. They are due June 28th, so make sure you start working on them, okay? So see you next week. Aloha, my Ohanah.